This question's to Alex. What is your part in the movie?
I am acting as Jeremy in the film, and I am Lucas's best friend. I am also the editor, so I put the clips together, add music, and I can turn the volume up and change colors and all of that.
This question's to Levi. What inspired you to make the movie?
Well, I'm a huge fan of classic black and white horror movies, and I always wanted to create one, but we've always had problems creating one in the past, and with Genius Hour it helped us push towards it and to actually work for it, because we'd always just come up with movies as we went, so we actually created a script. I've taken elements of Being Followed by a Stranger You Don't Know from like The Twilight Zone, and the music elements of The Wolfman and Psycho and things like that. And and it was mainly based off of, originally the character design was going to be from a dream I had, because I was going back and forth of what kind of black and white horror movie I wanted to make, because I always wanted to do one. And so the idea came from a dream where my brothers were taken, we were in the woods down at my farm, and they were taken into the woods by this man in one of those tight black suits you see around Halloween. He was wearing one of those white masks that you see for art and stuff. And all you could see is his eyes, and it just scared me so much when I woke up, and I was facing the wall, and I was terrified to turn back around and to see that man. But the elements have changed based off of the materials we have, and it's become a lot more of our own type of movie with our ideas put together. So
this one's for both of you. What is your favorite horror movie?
Well, I don't have an exact favorite, but two of the more higher on my list horror movies are in between It. It's based on a Stephen King novel, and Saw. What I like about it is that it goes into really good detail on the characters. And for me personally, I like more of a serious, more gory horror movie. So that's why I like Saw so much.
For myself, I'd say it's between probably Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho from 1960 or 1941's The Wolfman. The Wolfman, I love the music. It is such an original atmosphere, and Lon Chaney Jr., the actor of The Wolfman, gave you such a good performance where you felt sympathetic for the monster, but at the same time you feared him as he became a werewolf. And with Psycho, it was such an original story, and it was very ahead of its time. It was the music element. Right when the movie started, I got into it. It was unlike any black and white horror movie I've ever seen, but at the same time keeping that element of being a classic. And the thing I like about those types of movies is they're not gory. They're not focusing on the pure evil of it as much as the pure detail that they put into the movies and how much work that goes into them. Like the Wolfman's makeup, that took about 8 hours to put on and 6 hours to take off, and you don't see that anymore because we have CGI.
This one's to Levi. What is your part in the movie?
I am the director, scriptwriter, producer, and actor of Lucas. And as a director, I have to decide how I want these types of things, how I want the whole movie to come together, and how I want the elements of the story to look. As a producer, I pay for the props, I design what I want, and see what look works the best. And as the actor of Lucas, I act as Lucas. And as the scriptwriter, being the director, I had the certain idea of how I wanted the story to go. So being my own scriptwriter helps a lot with those types of things. I believe that, like he said, it is going to be a very good starter film. And we didn't just jump into, we thought this through. It wasn't going to be like, some big time, like a bunch of you know, like those big time comic book fans. Like we're thinking about maybe later creating I know it's kind of nerdy, but a movie based off of comic books or something like that. But you know, we're not going to jump into those kind of things that kind of have a bigger audience right off the bat. We have to start small with these like classic big time black and white horror movie fans like myself. And I think it's going to be a great movie for a beginning, and I think they're just going to get better and better. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. And it'll be on YouTube on June 25th, 2017.